So when we are looking at these hold levels, and we'll just start off with a 4-hour candle. Level succession and level failure is going to be that whether a hold level is holding, and the starting to answer some of those other questions about identifying where these moves can move up to. You can start with a level here, and we'll just start from the very bottom point, and we have a fractal hold level, right, which is going to give you that uptrend. Point to point, right, against a larger downtrend like this. Right, so you have point to point like that. No, I missed one. You have point to point like that. So this is showing you kind of, if you were to put a term on this, level succession and level failure, right? This is showing you exactly what side of what you have to break and why, and then as these trends go on, this trend pulls to whatever the swing is. So then you would mark your next hold level right here. Marking these hold levels is, should be everybody can follow that at this point. But where's the replayer tool? What we will be looking at is kind of this trend that was created in the past. You always want to see the trend that was created in the past. You always want to see level succession and level failure becomes a test of this versus this, right, against hold level. So you have that, the top side trend and the bottom side trend. So in an immediate sense, you would have this one right here that has to break over, and that breaks over. That's perfectly fine. And then even more immediate to that, you would have had this swing to this swing here, just like what is it, a Grello that just moved, or DLT, just like DLT just did, right? It has some kind of time frame relevant. This could be weekly candles for all you guys care, right? Just the point is that accumulation distribution cycle has to end to start that attack of that valley, right? Like we have to end that to further move up, and we go back to laddering and accumulation and distribution cycles, and then a bit of a pullback to that knowledge that we talked about last week. These accumulation and distribution cycles do tie into these hold and break levels, because you will in one point in time have this trend here that you have to break to get over top of the trend to attack the level, creating, right, 1, 2, 3, which is now we have this trend up here. You can even just mark this point to this point right here, and even we have a further back history of this. So fine, we have back here. This is showing you how level succession or level failure will start, right? Like these points where you've created all this against the inverse hold and breaks of the move, starting to tie those two concepts together. You simply have the uptrend that you created based on the hold level, right? So you have this start here, the bottom of the trend, based on the hold level that's created, gives you your uptrend. You have a confirmed uptrend, succession of the move against a downtrend, which is failure of the move, right? You have now created this here, like that, which, just like we did on the top trend, we are going to recreate this trend right now. This trend we are going to recreate, but we are recreating it right here, right? So we're going to color these trends the same color. These two will be green. Okay. Those two will be green. Those are the same trends. Let's delete these two for now. Those are the same thing, these two trends. It's succession and failure, right? It's showing you what has to hold before it can move one way, what has to hold before it can move the other way. Right? So this is a point of succession. This is a point of failure. We have a hold level, and that's where these are created. We have break levels, and that's where these are created, right? So as we step forward in the move, we lose our trend, right? And therefore have this larger trend from, I believe it was right here. Well, okay, we're just going to use the accurate trend right now. So you have that, and you can pull it back to here, which gets pulled back to that one there, which is also here. So you can just pull it from swing to swing, because in this moment here, it would have been like this. It would have moved to here. It would have moved to here. Then it would have moved to here, and then here. And this has never broken yet. So therefore, we are in this moment in time right now. So we can create this one here, and then just call this blue, like that. And then we can draw another one from this point to this point. So you can see that both of these levels are trying to do the same thing. They are both trying to lead for succession and failure as to one side of this on the 4 hour has attacked the break level, right? That nice and big, so we can see that one side has attacked the break level as to where the other side is holding holds. So this is where you're going to see succession happen in a move, and then you simply have these other holds in here. 4 hour chart, we're going to just call it right there. That looks like the bit of the valley right there, this candle here. It could be possibly here. It is right here on the 4 hour, which is why you see it come down and test that first, but we have a second test, which is most likely the hourly, or even possibly a 15-minute right here. Regardless of what it is, we're just going to mark, we'll mark this one. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Unless we break this down fractally, we can't mark the proper one anyways, outside of just guessing. So even in a best case scenario guessing, it could be here and we could be wrong because it could be right here. So anyways, we're just going to mark this for now to see what side of the move this is going to go on. Really, you have to hold this trend here in succession of a move. And again, just like I said, it could be here for all we know. The point being is that there's a hold level in here protecting the leg of the move. This is the leg of the move. If we fail this trend, we are most likely going to backtest the leg of the move and therefore break it down, showing you failure of the move. Really, you want to have trend show you what's happening here, not... you want to have trend showing you what's happening here, because if trend executes, then you're going to see the failure already, right? So you really are just getting to that point that you always get into with these coins. And on the top side here, you have another break level that's being hit. So you're not hitting your break level down here. Rather, you are hitting your break level up there. You're starting to lose trend here. Fractally on that time frame, it probably is not going to happen for a few candles because that's going to be the daily loss. You've now back attacked the leg of the move. Right, so this trend can now be moved out here. This is possibly relevant on a 12-hour. So this is something that you have to see. Succession against failure. The end goal is to break this level. We have succession of the move once this level is broken in the current time and space. You will always have fractal legs, and this goes back into a question that a lot of people are asking. This always goes back to, oh, well, we are attacking a leg on one time frame. Well, yes, you are, but you're also still trending up, because what you're seeing as an attack of a 4-hour level, while this is true, you also have a trend that you are collapsing on top of based on higher time frame targets. Like right now, we could simply just be holding the daily level. I don't know unless I go through the time frames, right? So there is always that other thing that's going on here, succession and failure. It's not always, this is that piece where people are saying, well, sometimes a leg gets hit and it's fractally one thing, fractally another. There's other things going on, right? So trend is one of them. Well, and in that moment there, we back attack the leg again. So this is looking like it's going to be a move up. And it is a move up. You hold the leg of the move, which is pulling out. And this leg can continue to pull out, right? This leg can continue to pull out to show you succession in a move until it has invalidated it. And it's just become this longer time frame piece from the past, right? So the whole point is to break one of these longer term trends. In this case here, this is the same thing you did. What we just did now on the bottom side of this trend here is the same thing that we did over here. If we flip these charts down and we pretend like this is an uptrend, and we had, come on, we had this here to start, you can see where trend is respected as an uptrend, trying to break this bigger moments up here, and then fine, you lose trend. So you have this moment of distribution that snaps up and over and it keeps going. So fine, you pull this trend out to this moment in time where now you've had this longer trend attack, right? Until you lose trend and then you start to move down and you have to hold this level here, right? So then you have this hold right here. So fine, you hold that level there, you protect the leg down here. Good, you can actually just array this trend out even more now to here, which then you fill it there, and then you can just array it out to this point in time here, right there, like that, and this point in time right here. But we're going to leave it on this one here.
Hey everyone, how's it going? As you know, I'm now giving out some of this content for free that I was otherwise charging for the past little while. Yeah, drop a donation, subscribe to the channel, join Patreon. You'll get access to Discord. Great way. Lots of top level traders in there, people who are doing this for a career every single day. So go to Patreon, join a tier, get access to Discord. Go on Reddit, talk about future of trading, talk about the science of trading, talk about cotton candy, socials, everything you can. Let's help this thing grow. It's the way you guys can thank me for giving out this content for free that I was otherwise charging money for. So I'll leave a Bitcoin address on the screen. I'll leave the Patreon address on the screen. Just do something to help out. Okay, thanks guys. Take care.